Hello everyone and welcome to another episode with Thwip. Here on another part of this story is I'm on HC Craft and I've just renovated the mob arena a little bit. You might notice that this isn't glowstone anymore because before it was just so bright mobs weren't spawning. So anyway, I'm going to walk you through the changes I made. Now first of all, I thought it'd be a little bit risky, but hey, you know what? It's hardcore server. What's this game without a little risk? So, if you come over here, I've got a little challenge for you. Can you enter the mob arena by jumping into the fountain? Well, the fountain's right there. Let's see if we can do it here with my 2 FPS. Yes, this really is what it's like being me, but nope, I would have died hardcore. But the fountain is bigger than 1, so you will survive if you land in it. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through some of the changes, and some of the hard difficulties about fixing mob arenas is the size of them makes a lot of light glitches, and light glitches mean mobs don't spawn very well. But anyway, let's see here. I've managed to find the dark areas and put things like cave spider spawners in them. In the middle here, just for the heck of it, I've got an iron golem spawner, as you can tell. I don't even know if those things give out XP, but they do give out items, so, you know, that's fun. And I've fallen in the fountain. That's fine. You might have seen a few seconds before they murdered it. There's a magma cube spawner over here, which I've left next to a pig zombie spawner and some skeletons. And, well, all the existing structures of the mob arena are still good that were there last time. I've just given them a few more options. It all started when somebody mentioned that the zombies weren't spawning here, and for some reason they still aren't, I don't think. But, at the very least, it makes this Enderman one work more. Like, look, there they are right there. And something I've wanted to do for a bit, I'll show you right up this ladder that I've initiated. Besides the few pig zombies, because I love pig zombies, there's 2 wolf spawners down here where people can fight over what dogs they are. Yeah, as soon as you get a wolf, the other players tend to kill them and get really mad at you, but whatever. There's also a cow spawner, just because it's a cow. Look, man, there's not a lot of cows on multiplayer. People murder them all the time, so I figure if you're gonna want leather, it's a good place to try it out. As a whole, this mob arena is not bad, I'd say. I mean, like I said, the trickiest thing in trying to create one is lighting errors. Man, when the size is there, it's a problem. So I've got some, and easily accessible for everybody. That's another key thing, like lots of pathways, areas you can get up to shoot things with arrows if you should so desire. A false book heal sign never hurts either. If you're just tuning in now, I'm an admin on HC Craft as well as Hardcore Server and the PvP one. So I'm just showing you guys what it's like being me and doing weird things like this. Oh, there goes a creeper. And I think he just died, but that's fine. Minecraft, sometimes you die. That's it. Do I want to put a gas spawner in here? That would probably freak out everybody, and they might not be capable of killing it, so probably not a good idea. Anyway, I assume if you don't have 2 FPS, you can actually jump into that fountain. I hope so, or this is just a cruel trick that I have just played on the entire server by placing that there. Oh well, they're having fun, so I'll see you next with whatever I'm doing on HC Craft. So see you then. The big problem with HC Craft right now is people are jerks. How are they jerks? They build these kind of machines where, oh look at that, if you're here, what do you think happens? Well, you push the lever and you die, and then they take all your items, and then whose fault is it? Right? Not fun for anybody. You're probably thinking, well, Thwip, how are you supposed to fix this problem? Well, that comes up with the idea that it's against the rules to kill people outside of PvP. Why? Because it ruins the fun for people. If you're running around the server, do you really want to get murdered by traps like this? No. So how do I deal with this personally? Personally, I have great fun. Here's how I do it. I do something like this, and then I choose like there, and then I say, oh, well, you know what? Let's jump back up the hill, and then I'm going to fill up the entire hole with obsidian. Oh yeah. Watch this. They took the trouble to make this hole in this trap, so I figure if I do it like this, it should make them mad enough that, oh, maybe this is a clue. Don't be a jerk. Well, I don't know. It's almost like I want to give him something, this Thailand guy here on HC Craft, but you know what? maybe the strange fact that I'm recording this and that he's awesome for helping me out is enough. Oh wow, but somebody sponged his pool. So maybe I can go fix his pool for him, and then we'll say it's sort of even. Because I always like to know when, when people are jerks destroying things. But yeah, somebody sponged his pool. Ooh, that's a jerk move, isn't it? Water. Let's just try filling that in again. Can't I just place water blocks and it'll fix it? Yeah, okay. That's exactly what I can do. So in that case, I cobble, I wood axe, and I'll just do the exact same thing I just did a moment ago. Is that tricky being an admin? Everybody asks me this question. Well, tricky enough that I've been here for a long time, and it's repetitive, it really is, but that might be the worst part. That no matter what you do, you need to know that you're never done. Because even if you tell all the griefers and the hackers and the people, if you tell them all to stop and behave themselves, even when they do, guess what? Next week, a whole new crowd of people, and it's, you need to repeat yourself forever. And there's no way to avoid it. No way at all. So, yeah, it's repetitive, maybe these videos are. But that's a fair representation of it. But let's just do set water, corner to corner, and boom. Pool's fixed. There you are. I don't know who or why somebody would have sponged his pool, which is absolutely jerky. Place a sponge, removes the water, remove the sponge, and then his pool's messed up. But, I'm glad I could fix it anyway. I'm really glad to fix that. You know what? His house is kind of interesting, actually. Let's give him a little look around. And yes, this is real time. I am getting 2 FPS. But when you are me with this computer, you get used to it. That's not a very nice sign. Oops, that wasn't a sign at all. Plank, what is it, 1? That's dark wood. 2 is light wood, is it? Yes, it is. Good. Yep. I'll leave the block there for him then. Alright, guys. Another thing, if you ever get grief, don't fill in the grief, because that's what I use for proof to figure out who broke it in the first place. And if you fix it, when I roll things back into their original places, it won't work because there's now stuff in the way. Won't work in a break kind of sense, but won't work as a you don't get the materials back, right? And to people who care about their materials, I would care. Actually, if I do lag right now, that'll tell me how the server's doing. No, /lag. 13.8. Well, 20 is the best. So, I don't know what's making it go down so much. It could very possibly be all those changes I did at the mob arena just now. Sure, lead the way. I'll teleport to you, actually, Ty. His basement was really messed up here, and I'm not entirely sure how fixed water works. All I know... Haha, I said water works, like from Monopoly. Anyway, I did fix water 40 a couple of times. I think you need to be at the top of the water level that you want to fix it at, because every time I would do it, it would only fix up to where I was standing. And if you can imagine trying to hold the spacebar with 2 FPS to type in fix water 40, even though I only need to do that, it's really annoying. Anyway, he kind of ran off before I could really show him that I, fixed his whole pool. So, that's really too bad. Alright guys, I'm pretty happy because I've just fixed another problem. Here in the PvP arena of HC Craft, apparently if you stood in the corner underneath this, this water drop, people who landed on you would immediately die. And, yeah, so all I did was opened a hole and filled it with water. What kind of, swords? So, apparently Applenator here, the one who told me about the problem, died quite a lot. The fact that he's saying he has a god sword and, he doesn't really matter about it tells me that right now. he's being really honest. And being honest is a great quality to have. Okay, so I'm just gonna enchant these items to whatever the specificities, whatever the specifics are that he's looking for. So fire aspect 1 on all of them. Enchant with what else? Cube Solver says I've just ruined a great trick. Yeah, the great trick of people murdering other people. That's actually quite hilarious. If I could just type in enchant right. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Nothing, it's my keyboard. Always blame your tools instead of yourself. That'll get you far, won't it? Okay, so, sharpness 2, what else did he say there? Fire aspect 1. Yeah, I'll just give him 5 of those. So, infancy of the app. He's already got those ones. So that's good. Let's, move that out of the way, and, I'll just give him 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. How's that? Kick Kibble for... Please don't spam me. I was just talking to Kibble about how to become a staff member, and it's immediately very, very difficult. But, you know, certainly spamming the staff members to help them is not the answer. Mining. What sort of glitch? Because fixing glitches now seems to be the perfect things. I think I did. I just added water. Just like making iced tea. Can you put put a word in for the owner to update the bucket? The app. Huh? Update the bucket? I thought we were. I know servers where the bucket isn't updated, so I mean, I'm not getting a message every what, hour or so that, you know, the version of bucket is out of date. Oh no, they are? I'll ask about it. I don't know if duplicating items is because our bucket is out of date, but it's certainly something I could ask for. You know, it doesn't hurt. Go into TeamSpeak, ask Mr. Guy in front. I saw a pig spinning in it instead of the spider. Oh, just relog. When you changed spawners. Should work. Unless it's a spawner he found in the wild. Now I'm just gonna go see there. Oh. Oh, wow. Very weird. Well, let's just... Oh, well. Want it to be spiders? So I can just change spawners on a whim. Or something else? Well, okay. You know what? If you've legitimately somehow found a crazy glitch, sure. Spawner... Mushroom cow. I don't even know if that'll work. Okay, set it to moosh room. I don't know if the requisites will be filled, but there you go. Sometimes you just gotta go with the weird things going on. I mean, you know, are people gonna complain to me that I've made it a mushroom cow spawn? This guy got grass all the way to a mine shaft. I gotta give him props. If it needs mycelium, you know, good luck, buddy. And thanks, Young Butterfly, for helping me out with the mod requests. Alright. In fact, maybe changing it to mushrooms won't work that well, because I know that even though I changed it to spawn slimes, slimes don't spawn, so who knows? But there's a chance, I guess. Thanks. So I guess I'll go talk to Rocky and ask him if the bucket is correct, because maybe that's all we need to fix the duplication glitch, because fixing that glitch is definitely one of the main priorities. Even if the map updates in 1.3, everything gets erased and you start over from scratch, I'd still like to fix it to make sure it doesn't happen again. What can I say? When you're on staff, you just gotta flow with whatever the people bring to you all the time. Griefed at a Spliff arena. Really? Because if you're at a Spliff arena, destroying the blocks is part of the game. So, hello. How can I help? I don't really know what's going on, but if you know the game Spliff, which is basically just destroying blocks onto other players to drop them into lava, or, you know, water if you're not cruel. That's how you play Spliff. So how do I fix this? So, yeah, how do I help you? I don't particularly any griefing going on. Okay, maybe Emmy was simply trapped in the sand and had to break his way out, which of course, if you have to save yourself, that's not griefing. You're just trying to set him up. Is the water there supposed to be there? That's pretty wonky, if I ever saw anything. Sounds a bit drastic. He wants me to kick everyone who is here, because, I'm not gonna kick everybody they're griefing with lava. You could protect it, and then they couldn't change it. I mean, that would work. I mean, I want to have to kick people. It's part of the game, right? You can do anything, pretty much, but part of being able to do anything is not doing it, as I was trying to explain to Kibble earlier. Even if I could promote everybody on the server to staff, what good would that do? Ever. Just try to get along, guys. It's a game. See, he seems a bit more upset than is called for, so I think maybe just telling everybody that, alright, calm down, you know. Hopefully that'll solve the problem. Is that he doesn't want these people here at all, which I understand. I really am the kind of person... Oh, what kind of help? Beep? The kind of person that likes to build alone. Drain... Man, because you've got to be in the water for it to be drained. I tell you, nothing's more annoying than trying to get rid of water that pushes you. That or lava. Lava's really annoying too. In fact, trying to listen to every single person on the server say, I'm a girl, or I'm not a girl, please date me, is almost worse. But that's life. That's life on this server. And all the other ones too, if you were curious. And while I'm trying to drain 10, we're going to kick Kato for the heck. Stop spamming. And I think I'm going to give him a temp ban for saying such a horrible thing like that. That's absolutely awful. But at least you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to warn him in person. Because that was pretty damn bad. Dude, calm the heck down. Boy. Oh yeah, okay, so he was griefed. That still doesn't excuse that kind of language on this place, because when you think about it, our user base is all 13, 12-year-olds, so give them a break. If you get griefed, it's your own fault to some degree. You know? Kato. What do you need? And, you know what? Where? Where is the damage? Let me know. I use log block, okay? I can find out where things are broken. I can fix them. If you... in this chest... you should have locked it with a sign. Because, yeah, it's empty. You can place a sign on chests, and then people won't steal from you. Even if you bury a chest in your house, if we use lockette, okay, buddy? I'm just gonna say, if you could protect it, you should, because I certainly can't just assume that it happened. Or not. Yes. And sorry, we don't log chests, so I can't prove it. You should protect always, just in case, because they might try to scam the staff members too, to say, oh look, my chest is empty, somebody stole all these diamonds. And truth is, there wasn't any diamonds there. They just tried to get them from me. You always need to be conscious that when you're a staff member, well, you know what, let's see. Liam, does he have a ridiculous sword? He's got 2 swords there, he's got that one. No, Liam doesn't have a god sword on him. Liam isn't carrying a god sword, so... I don't know. And everyone else just wants to know how to get to special rank. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Good luck is all I can tell you. Maybe when we get 1.3. Good luck. Beep. And sorry, Kato, but at least you know for next time. Let's put it like this. When I first started on this server, sure, I didn't know how to protect, and I got griefed, and I was pissed off. But then I noticed, oh, well, you know what? I guess I just need to protect next time. But that's part of life, right? You make mistakes, you learn from it, and, I'm saying protect your chest next time. Personal experience, guys. Personal experience. I had my tower destroyed. Sure, I was upset, but really, it took, you know, you learn how to protect and you make a better tower. You know, just like in this case. You put your special sword in a chest that's not locked. You expect things to be okay. Should have kept it in there, I guess. Like, I don't know why you'd lock one chest and not the other one, right? I mean, doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's just setting himself up to be upset. Especially when I try to find the data on this chest, and there is none, so that's strange. In fact, there is no record. There's no record of there being dirt on top of that chest. Let's put it like this, guys. There's a record of all those other diamond blocks surrounding that chest, right? Yeah. Even the signposts are there. We use log blocks, so the fact that there's nothing up there tells me that this guy is probably more or less either trying to get a sword out of me or trying to get this Liam guy banned. Sometimes you can assume that people's problems are right off the bat, but you also need to have a healthy level of skepticism so you're not a ridiculous, gullible person giving people whatever they want. I don't need to. We use log block. There's no record of it being there or being broken. So unless this guy stole the sword from the chest like 2 weeks ago, I believe I've, revealed that this guy, you've showed your hand of cards to me. There was no dirt there. There was no sword in that chest. And even if there was a sword in the chest, it's your own fault, You protected your other chests with signs. Why would you do that? Why would you keep your chest? I don't believe you, frankly. You have to say that. Enjoy the server. All the same. What can I say? I mean, I say that a lot, but it's just crazy, right? People will try to get things out of you when you're on staff. You need to recognize that, everybody out there, I guess. If you're a staff on another server out there, you can't believe everything people tell you. But at the same time, you kind of have to believe some things, because otherwise they think you don't care about their problems. Everybody who was on staff needs to not forget that you too were a player, and your houses were important to you when you couldn't spawn items, and your, everything like that. Everything matters. Kato, and you are most likely a liar. I'll say it out loud. Because I doubt it. All the information I have here tells me that Liam didn't steal anything. Absolutely. Why would you leave one sword in an unprotected chest if you protected all the others? That's the part that tells me you're lying. When it comes down to it, really, I couldn't help him anyway, so the best thing for me to do right in this case is leave. But anyway, that's kind of how I get to my judgment calls when it comes to player one trying to convince me to give him a sword or not. It's just his word against my proof that in this block space here, and in this block space there, where he claims this chest was protected, there is no block. Unless he means that chest there. No, there's no block there either. So, his entire story is inherently false. Sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, you know what you're doing. I've been here enough to know you don't let people take advantage of you. Don't believe everything they tell you. But care about their problems until you can determine that they're probably just lying. I don't know. Why don't you guys post in the comments? Do you think I handled that alright? Would you have seen it any differently? All the facts are there. What would you have done? Given him a sword anyway? Because if you give him a sword, are you going to give everyone a sword that brings the same problem to you, right? That's one reason we don't place spawners for people. Sure, you might be a nice guy, but then we might as well give one to everyone on the entire server, and then suddenly the lag skyrockets, and the game's unplayable. Anyway, guys, there's more dimensions to some problems than you think, especially when people try to take advantage of you. I've rambled on too much. See you next time. This is Whip, signing out.